Today, from Austin, Texas, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Austin Desperados taking on San Diego.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between our visitors and the Austin Desperados. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Austin team entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So they bring out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 catches, 88 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He shakes him off. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. On second down, they'll run it here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Desperados take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Calhoun. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Operating from the gun. Calhoun. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It's 7-0 on EA Sports. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Calhoun. He finds his man, complete. That's long. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw. Calhoun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the aftershocks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Calhoun, incomplete, into the hands of Fowler. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Calhoun looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lynch. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Pushes past him. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
On 1st and 10, Calhoun over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Calhoun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Boston's offense ready to go again. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie. And they start 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Fowler. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Off play action. Calhoun. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Able to shake him off. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping a tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And he's able to get it out of there. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Throwing to start the drive. Calhoun throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start in the NFC East with 2 teams that have no love lost between them. Washington at Dallas. And it's the home team who are out in front. From there, it's off to Chicago. Check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Packers trying to even their mark at 1-1 after dropping their opener a week ago. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The Lions hoping to get into the win column for the first time this year as they play in front of their home crowd. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This fielded right at the goal line. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Calhoun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught by Fountain. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Back to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Calhoun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. He finds his man. Complete. It's McKinney. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He'll look to throw. Steps away. And the pressure gets to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Operating from the gun. Calhoun over the middle, complete. That's Lynch. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And it's caught. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Austin's offense ready to go again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. Touchdown! A big play there. 46 yards. And the Desperados are back within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing to start the drive. Calhoun. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw on second down. Calhoun. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Calhoun. Wide open receiver, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Looking to throw. Calhoun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They run a draw here on second down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Calhoun. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Aftershocks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd and 6. Looking middle, and that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now a dump off here complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Desperados are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Calhoun. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10. Austin's offense ready to go again. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this is going to be intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. Hands it off out of the gun. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the aftershocks have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7, and time a huge factor. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. After the pick six, they go right back to the air, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got a first down to the 40-yard line, but the clock runs. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on first down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for our visitors, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.